arrivals. Arrivals. The flight was scheduled to land at 7:40. We landed at 6:40ish. So now I have a lot of time I need to kill because my transport arrangement was starting at 8:30ish, because immigration et al. But I will sort that out. I will chill here at the airport after immigration, and then I'll report live from Manchester, England, the United States of, this is the United Kingdom. I am practicing United States because we're doing that soon. This is Grace Ikambi. I am reporting live from Manchester. Let's go explore. The purpose of this particular trip is to go and spot cherry blossoms. This was a trip done during the springtime in the UK, and I really wanted to experience cherry blossoms, like a lot of pink, a lot of white, and this was the purpose of the trip. So let's go explore. Just walking around looking for cherry blossoms. Colorful water. The Manchester Cathedral. I think we spotted our first blossoms, the white ones. Let's go closer. Yeah, this is me from the airport. I think these are, they should be it. No, those are not blossoms. I thought these white ones are cherry blossoms. So is this it? Oh, these are cherry blossoms. This is how they look. I didn't even know this is how they look. I didn't even know that they fall down like this. Now I do. Okay, so this is how a cherry blossom tree looks like. So do they remove cherries at some point? Oh, these are the pink ones. They're all done. How sad. It is obvious and evident that I still did not know what a cherry blossom is. I'm even posing with trees thinking that they're cherry trees, but they were not. But we'll find our cherry blossoms. We'll keep looking. Castle fields. But these are cherry blossom trees. These are cherry trees. Just that the blossoms have gone away. They've been blown away. Sad. Plenty of trees, no blossoms. High shape. Can you walk on the viaduct? Nice. Okay. Reflection, you visit. Okay, just tough. Just many trees and flowers and no cherry blossoms. Can you imagine? Are you planting flowers in your garden now? Trafford, Old Trafford. I'm going to the Manchester Stadium place to see why Esther is always so excited about it. That's the stadium. A lot is happening. It's also a park. People come and just chill and eat stuff. Guide to the Bloom town. Maybe we've gone to half of these places already. We had gone to all those places already in Manchester, and most of the places we were coming out with nothing because, fun fact about the cherry blossom timeline, from when they bud to when the flowers are leaving the trees, it takes up to 3 weeks. So you only have a tiny window of a week to around 10 days to see the blossoms in their beautiful glory. But another fun fact is that the trees are up for 30 to 40 years. So the trees are old, but the flowers, the blossoms themselves, are week tops. You should be very lucky if you're able to spot a blossom. And obviously Manchester was not it. So I decided to go do something else and continue exploring blooms tomorrow in a colder place. So let's go to the War Museum. We're at the War Museum. Imperial War Museum. Spies, lies and deception. Free entry. Start with the tank. Please do not climb on this vehicle as you may get hurt. That's a weird statue thingy. The Crusader.
6 silos, the ones over there, the 6, there's 2, 3, 4, 5.
Just uniforms and stuff. There's lots of history. I've seen. I thought it was an El Carter set. Might be different. Polling booth. Another interactive sesh. No.
So, yeah, might get water and then salty that will be careful. It's really more keeping the swimming happy.
Between the wars, people begin to rebuild their lives. 1919 to 1939, and then again it started. I like Action Station. So they're saying, in one time both sides used posters to send messages. Have a go at making your own message using the different pictures and words. Okay, let me make one and then I'll show you. Oh, it's like an easy puzzle. For example, when you do, are you doing your duty? The lower part needs to sound, yeah, during the Women's Army. You can't say German farmers. Maybe you can, but I don't mean. This Second World War poster was used by the British government to encourage people not to waste food. It shows the Prime Minister Winston Churchill as a casserole and Adolf Hitler as a pie. If people ate sensibly, it would mean more resources could be used for the war efforts. Women and war. This section of the museum is the women in war, playing different roles. First is Kate Addy, who served as a war correspondent in former Yugoslavia during the 1990s. So those are her things. And then the next one is Mia Allen, 1994 September. She was a journalist with the Herald newspaper. So she flew to the Paris area to report on life in war-torn Europe. Her reports drew new respect from her male colleagues in that Daily Herald place. Flora Sandis's gun is what is showing right now. She was the first and only British woman to fight as a soldier in the First World War. And then you can see Charity Beek, a 15-year-old dispatched rider who was awarded the George Medal for her bravery during the air raid in the 1940s. And then some artsy things and Emma Kay's information when she joined the Mercy Corps in the 1990s. And we have Mrs. White was demobbed from her job as an inspector at the Blackburn aircraft factory in Leeds. She wasn't so happy about this release, but I guess c'est la vie. And lastly, to be featured is Elsie Inglis, who was a surgeon and offered her services to the Royal Army Medical Corps in 1914. Second World War, 1939 to 45. Millions die on battlefields, in death camps, in their homes. Millions more become refugees. Cities, towns, and countrysides are devastated. Societies are shattered and nations smashed. The impact of this war is total. Total? Total war conquest. Action station for the impressions of the war. Can you pass your tank driver test? Okay, so I press start, headphones on. I got 4 rights and 2 wrongs. Lots of information. I know something about this.
Big picture shows, which illustrate how war has shaped all our lives over the last 100 years. You will be immersed in the sights, sounds, and experiences of war. These shows are created from the details of people's lives, whether they fought in wars, tried to escape them, or had to live and work through them. Every image, every document, every voice is part of someone's story.
Please note that the show contains some loud sound effects and occasional flashing lights. If you need any assistance, staff will be on hand throughout the exhibition space.
In 1945, 1 month after the war, Britain was bruised, bombed, breathless, still rationed. The empire held on. It needed its colonies to rebuild. But they came with their own plan. Not to serve, but to rise.
I wonder, Manchester, did you know your cobbled streets were about to pave the future? October 1945. Location, Manchester. Community strife. The British colour bar cast a thick shadow. The war was over, but the battle for independence continued. Kwame Nkrumah, Jomo Kenyatta, Jesse Alphonse, Annie J. George Hadmore Almond. Do you know them? On October 15, 1945, Manchester brought together over 70 delegates from across the world to address the pressing political, economic and social issues facing people subject to Imperial War. George Hadmore of Trinidad and Tobago was the key organizer of the conference. Issued a stirring challenge to the colonial powers.
We go to the other side. Suitcases. Mission room. Wait, is this? Okay. Wait, it's actually something. Is it a game? I should play the game. Let me read. They're no longer blossoming, they're dead. All dead. Oh, we missed it. We just missed it. Yeah, that's the end of day 1. This was travel day from Doha, and I landed and did all that. At some point, I was so tired. I got to my hotel, ordered my dinner in. I had a kebab. Unfortunately, we were not able to see blossoms, which is fine because at least we know we have something to look forward to tomorrow. That will be next week for you. Stay tuned. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for liking and for subscribing. I will see you next weekend. Have a beautiful one. Bye bye.